Hey Planet Poke people, I'm DeoGenZ, and this is my Pokemon figurine collection. I did one of these videos previously on this channel, but I did mention in it that I was getting an HD camera. I ended up getting the Canon Vixia, and we're going to test that out today, see how marvelous these figures turn out. Already in the viewfinder I can see they are looking grand. So if you're wondering where I got most of these figures, I got them from Pokemon.com. They had some kind of special deal where you could get a big yellow suitcase filled with about 20 characters. This Charmander, however, that was weird. I found that in my dad's dresser at a time when I was not allowed to play Pokemon. So I don't know why he had that. That Dragonite came from the Pokemon Center in New York City. Trico is a part of a kind of a third-party peripheral, as are those two in the back there, Blastoise and Pikachu. Because if you look on the bottom side of them, they've got these little plug-in ports, and those do have some sort of peripheral to attach with. That Ho-Oh comes from Heart Gold and Soul Silver for pre-ordering it. It is a fantastic figurine, and the Lugia, however, came from that yellow suitcase. I was unable to pre-order Soul Silver fast enough. Everybody wanted their silver. Victory Bell came from the Pokemon Center in New York City. I live in New Jersey, so I get to go there often. Mewtwo, that came from the suitcase, which was a really cool find. Squirtle, Cyndaquil, Azumarill, same thing. Now this is not a figure, but I threw this in just for interesting Pokemon history. My friend actually gave me this book in, I guess it was what, elementary school. And it's a sticker book. So I don't think I really filled in all the stickers, but you used to be able to go down to Rite Aid or Eckert or wherever and find these stickers to fill your book up with. So after they didn't put them out anymore, I just started filling them in with my own stickers. But that's an interesting bit of Pokemon memorabilia history. As is this tin here. This is a card tin with the 3 legendary birds, although Articuno, there we go, was blocked by Pokemon Red. And now, if you watch my card openings, the only bird of the legendary trio that I'm missing is Zapdos. So I'm on the lookout. If anybody knows where there's a Zapdos, let me know. Actually, probably not. If it's online, I like to find them in real life. The minifigures here, they came from individual play sets. This Giratina is from Pokemon Platinum. That's why it's in its origin form figure. And this model has always been one of the coolest that I've ever seen or collected. Kecleon, since we're looking at you, came from a Burger King deal. And that DS in there, it is indeed broken, but it miraculously still turns on. Oh, now that's cool. You can actually see the lenticular change when I move the camera of that Pokemon 3rd promo Pog. And that was a really cool movie. That was the Entei movie. And if you see, there is a whole bunch of unknowns on there. And it actually, it shifts from Pikachu, Pichu, because that was the short that they played, the unknowns, and then the alphabetical correlation to them. So this was basically a key code for me whenever I was going through the unknown ruins, the ruins of Alph, or any game that had an unknown message in it. I would often look at that Pog, and it would be a perfect translation tool, kind of a Rosetta Stone, if you would. Feraligatr came from the suitcase. Typhlosion and Suicune, however, are more recently from the Pokemon Center. Now that I've got my HD camera, I definitely got to go back to the Pokemon Center, which is now properly called Nintendo World. So Pokemon is on the bottom floor, Nintendo stuff on the top. But I would definitely love to get some great footage of that for you guys here on Planet Poke. I've seen some previous videos on it though before. Probably going to have to do post work on it as far as the audio goes, because usually there's too many people to talk. Those Mudkips came from a vending machine. where you get the little capsules, kind of like you can find in Mario Party. That Pokemon Mini came from Toys R Us, and that was really awesome. I still have a bunch of cartridges for it. The Bellossom, the little one, came from the playset similar to Togepi. Actually, I think it came in the same one as Togepi. Two different Eevees. One was from a Pokeball, which I have up on the top shelf we'll get to, and the other one was from the Yellow Suitcase. Trico and Kecleon, another repeat from Burger King, or, you know what, I don't think it was even Burger King. I actually believe it was KFC, not that it matters. And the Trico came from also the special Pokeball. You'll see that they have this little hole in their rear. That's not a pencil topper, but once we get up to that Pokeball, I'll show you how it worked. Pichu and Pikachu surfing on what looks to be the Nintendo DS version of Guitar Hero. I played it on that old thing, and it only worked on the older ones because, oh, guess what? It's only working with GBA cartridge compatible game devices, and Nintendo dropped that pretty flat with the DSi. Alakazam is similar to the cool figures we saw right over here. He also attaches to his own similar peripheral. Togepi was an interesting one and very unique find. I actually found Togepi at a surf shop, and I'm not sure if he's still working, but he usually... Let's see if we can get him to do something. Nope. Looks like he's out of batteries, but when you would twist that little knob at the bottom there, what he would do was light up and look like he's using metronome. Togepi, use metronome, explosion, super effective. And he knocks everything out. But he's also a keychain. The e-reader, how many of you Pokemon fans remember that? When they started making the TCG compatible with the e-reader and you could find games within your card collection. That was always very cool. Didn't really pick up though. I think Nintendo's taken a second shot at cards right now with the 3DS and augmented reality. So hopefully they have more success. This is a Metagross that fires a disc. This is my Metagross that humorously you all were commenting in the less high-def version of this video of how he may be a steel metal wall, but he cannot stand. He will indeed fall when it comes to cats chewing on him. So, my cats did that. And it's a shame too because this one here, you know, this was from some random toy store. This was actually from Nintendo World. And when I got that Metagross, actually at the same time, I also picked up these two Game Boy SPs. Fire Red version, that one was for my brother, and you can still see the Charizard etching is still on there. But since he didn't really play Pokemon, or games for that matter, that's why I got it now, you know, it doesn't look like this. The Venusaur version, which, yes, like the Charizard one, is supposed to have a really cool etching of Venusaur on the front, but the best I could do is a Venusaur figure that had some rolly wheels and was shot. Now this one is a Burger King toy, and was shot at others. That was a form of battling back then. But yeah, big bummer. I don't have a Venusaur on the front of my Game Boy SP anymore just because I used it so much. On the plus side though, there is a Venusaur on the inside, so that's pretty nice. And we've got my Nintendo DSi, which is still in very good condition. I actually got that to replace the bum DS Lite that broke at the hinges, but still works, but is flimsy. So, that's what I got that for, to replace. And this is the Pokeball that I was talking about, that our little pal Trico here has the butt plug to go into. And pretty much just shove them in on there. And it was supposed to work, if I could even get him in with one hand. Need two thumbs, but you know how it works. Go, Trico, and then he'll be sitting there. So that was a really cool little thing. I got a couple of those. I think the Vigoroth figure that you saw in here also did that as well. That Minun and Super Mario Bros. That Super Mario Bros. Cartridge right there, that is actually responsible for me becoming a Nintendo gamer. It was my cousin's, but he let me have it, and I didn't have any Game Boy at the time. Then my grandfather got me the Game Boy Advanced, and it all took off from there. That's when I got Crystal, and that's when I really got into gaming. And Espeon with Sudowoodo at the top. I realized that I didn't have Espeon in the last one, but I found it. And this little snuggly plushy Pikachu. Looks like just a regular old chew, right? But again, I don't know what it is with Pokemon and the anal fixation. But there is a battery pack in his rear here. And when you turn it on, you can squeeze his little Pika hands, and he talks to you. And now what happens if you just leave him down for a while? He'll start moving on his own. He'll start moving his ears and his hands, and he'll be like, "Hey, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where are you? Where are you? Hey, listen, hey, listen." So that's why he had to be turned off for the entirety of this video until now. But see, he gets annoying. And that's why you have so much batteries, Pikachu. You get annoying. So he likes his battery pack turned on, as Ash's Pikachu like to stay out of the ball. I'm DeoGenZ. I hope you enjoyed a high-definition presentation of what my Pokemon figures are. Bum, bum, bum. See, explosion was super effective. And I will see you next time, guys, for many, many more HD glorious content videos.